Welcome back to Bitz and Baublez Gaming. This is OtakuDante. This is my side channel if you don't already know. This is a rebrand of my main channel to sort of declutter things and to make things more easily accessible, more refined. And I'm going to do commentary videos mostly. No pure gameplay like I did before. Try to give you insight on the games that I review. Try to let you see things for what they are, and give my thoughts on them while I record, the gameplay or whatever. And what we're seeing here is Divination. It is a game released by eastasiasoft. It is a Mojiken created game, and it's as it sounds. It's basically a future dystopia, sort of AI-driven, AI, robots, humans, society where suicide is on a rise, and you're sort of a diviner who does the fortune telling for these wayward souls. These AI robots and these humans who are trying to figure out life and stuff. So gonna get into the start here, let you see the game for what it is. Now see, if you saw that warning, it warns you that it's got some serious content, some serious material. And as you can see here, it's given the sort of preview to the intro to what's the game's about. And basically it's about a AI called Mother, which was the governing force for society, the one that dealt law and the one that laid down the law for humans and robots. And she committed suicide, leaving society upended or whatever, and suicide's on the rise because of it, because like the AI robots are contemplating, why am I alive? Why am I made to suffer to be what I am, not be in control of my life and all that kind of stuff. And it sort of makes you question, what life is, what the meaning of life is and stuff. And that's what this game's basically about. I don't know if that prevention lifeline is the right one, but the possibility it is. They sort of throw that in there, being the topic of suicide and stuff. So, but anyway, you see here like the get off dictator is basically mirroring our society, but it's like steps ahead into the future. Like if the AI were a part of our life, and sort of meshed in, sort of like transhumanist type stuff. And basically, like getting back to the whole premise of the thing, you are basically a disembodied robotic hands, and you sort of take on these divination cases where you go through questions pertaining to the characters, their own questions. They're seeking answers from you through your divination, through a runes method that kind of has you placing the runes in a specific order to get a specific outcome, to try to help them, or in some cases hinder them. You are in control, though. Whoever's really behind the hands is really the one pulling the strings. And it controls these people's destiny. They go to it, trying to seek things regarding their future, and it's like it mirrors real life in a way. And I mean, it does it well enough. Like this one right here has a detective who has a robot partner who is an AI, and she's trying to track an arsonist or whatever. And see, she asks, will he repeat his crime? And that's her question. And what you'll do, you can inquire, what did he do? and she'll answer in kind. And give her take what she thinks about it. But basically, he's an arsonist, and he has a history of committing arsons, blowing up stuff, and she thinks he's going to do it again. But the law was lenient since, you know, Mother had gone out of the picture, and he sort of got off scot-free or whatever. So she's trying to find some dirt on him to, or be reassured that he's not going to do what he's, you know, usually does, or if he is, so that she can deal with it, you know. So, then you ask, why are you obsessed with this person? It gets like personal with each character. You can actually skip the questions, and that sometimes plays into the outcome. It is a 4-session ordeal that sort of repeats if you fail the objective. It'll go back like a Groundhog Day and let you try to reach that end goal you'll see in a, you know, little bit. Sort of like trying to perfect, you know, the outcome. Sort of playing, manipulating, you know, puppetry, basically, is what it is. It's, you know, like, sort of like playing God, you know, with divination. So that's what you're doing with this game, and it's sort of showing you through the character's perspective, you know, what goes on, and through your perspective, what you do to influence that. Okay, we're going to start the divination here. It's a point and click. This is a visual novel, by the way, so it's pretty cool. Art style, sort of half Japanese animation, sort of noir kind of looking thing. Dark. The music sort of melodramatic, you know, mellow. So you got 2 slots here, and basically you're going to choose the order in which, you know, you place them, and that order will determine, you know, the divination and the character's response. So if I were to do this thing first, the cloud with thunder first, and then the tower, that would actually give this character the okay that the criminal she's looking for would not do what she thinks he's going to do, which would give her, you know, a false sense of security, and she'd go about it, she'd end up getting murdered. And if you did it the other way around, she would apprehend the criminal and stop him from committing crime. But we're going to, you know, do this first just to show you. But it's cause and effect, basically. And the order you put these runes in is how it will negatively or positively affect the character, basically. See, she believes he will not do the crimes she thinks he would, so. These are pretty short sessions, you know, there's a little read through, you know, textual content, give you backdrop on what's going on in the individual character's story. And I'm just gonna skip through this. Oh yeah, and the price they pay for the service, the divination, is they will explain their dreams. So that's part of what the hands, you know, people controlling the hands want to know. They want to know what this person's dreams are, basically. So she'll tell them, and then, you know, I don't want to spoil too much, but the divination will end. I'll go to the next session, which is a different month and date, basically, and you will have these sections like between and before, where the hands are watching the news to see what transpired. Sometimes it'll be longer, sometimes it'll be shorter, but in the end it'll all, you know, come to a head with all, you know, all characters' outcomes being shown. And here, this I'll probably stop right here because I don't want to spoil this. This is a pretty good game, but I'll go to the flowchart explanation and show you this. You can actually, after you do a four session run through, you can actually choose to start at session 1, 2, 3, or 4, or skip session and choose runes you have already chosen to fast track the replay to try to get to the desired outcome, basically. And that's the game in a nutshell. You're just controlling fate. People are buying into what you're selling because you have 100% accuracy rate, but you know, it goes to show, like, he who pulls the strings controls the outcome, basically. So well, you know, it's like seeking it's just a cause and effect type thing, I guess I should say. It's why this is what divination is all about. You know, fate is what you make of it. You know, if you believe something's going to happen, then you're going to go for it, and it's going to either backfire or it's going to help you. It's a 50-50. But those who are in the know, like if you were saying from God's point of view, are these hands, the diviner's hands point of view, they know ahead of time because they have been following the whole goings on of the world and your story and the character's story, so they kind of know which end it'll play out if they tell them, you know, what to do or what to believe. And you know, in the end, it's you know, seek answers for yourself, find the truth for yourself. Don't go through other people to figure it out. You know, it's kind of what it's telling you, sort of moral lesson, you know, meaning of life. Then you'll have like characters like a AI robot later down the road. He's like the 4th character you'll meet, and he's trying to figure out, you know, why his life is so miserable, why he is what he is, and why someone would bring to life someone just to be subservient and try, you know, like not really have the happiness that the humans have or whatever. It goes into that sort of like, you know, what is life, you know, sort of dilemma going on, you know, being AI and human. But overall, I think this is a solid game. It's $5. It's not going to set you back too much. It's good to, you know, play through for yourself, and I probably have spoiled some of it, but what could you do? You know, it's been out a day, I guess. I'd already did a review, and anyways, I think it's good. It's by eastasiasoft. It's on the PlayStation 4. If you have $5 spare, it's probably something worth looking into if you're one of those deep, you know, theological, you know, thinkers. You know, you think about life and the meaning of life and all that stuff. It sort of delves into that kind of thing. It's pretty cool, and it gets my seal of approval. You know, I think it's a solid game, like I said in my review. I'll leave a link to that in this video, and I hope you check it out. You know, maybe give it a shot. I mean, it's a budget game, budget indie, well produced, maybe small in size, but it's the message that matters, I think, and it hits some hard topics. So I'll leave it at that. Thank you for stopping by once again to Bitz and Baublez. I hope you like, subscribe. It helps the channel, and maybe I'll see you again. More content on the way, you know. Later, guys.